once you do that, we screen share the song for everyone to enjoy. And then after it, you get music reviews from any family members that are here and your other music peers that are on the show. So that's us live in YouTube, rather. Nice one. So we're ready to go now. And yeah, after we actually, screen share the song, I'll ask you all to unmute. And if you want to comment on the artist that's just been featured, then unmute yourself, and it's an easy way in then. So, right, I'll start the main recording now. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Somebody's left here. I think Zoe's connection was really bad. So 1, 2 this time.
No.
Hi, and welcome to the 1010 podcast, episode 33. Coming up first today, out of our 10 artists, we've got Cam representing the band Ultimatum. Cam, could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song Echo in the Night?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for having me back. The other guys wanted to be here. They couldn't make it because it's 2:00 in Canada, where we're from. So it's kind of hard to align with everyone's schedule, but I'm super happy to be here. And a little bit about me, I'm the lead guitar player from the band Ultimatum. We're signed to the American record label from the Depths Entertainment, and I'm one of 4 musicians. So it's myself on guitar, Sam Muka on vocals and piano, and James Cole on bass, and Brendan Byers on drums, and our producer Russ Elder in Thunder Sound Studio. That's our studio where we record all of our material at. It's a local studio in Thunder Bay. And this track belongs on the In My Blood album that we released in October of last year. It's available on all platforms, and this is a song that we were convinced was a song that people liked after we released the album. So we went with other songs as the singles, but I'm just curious. I wanted to kind of bring it up today just to see how everyone reacted to it. And the song essentially it's an up-tempo dance, rock-infused song. So it's like the whole album follows that theme where it's got a bunch of subtle nuances from different genres, but we wanted to primarily keep the whole album pretty up-tempo. And like I said, a lot of dancier qualities, but also staying true to that rock kind of signature sound that we've crafted over the, 15 plus years of us being together. So.
Well, every single one of your tracks is absolutely wonderful. Honestly, you're a great band. And if you've not heard Ultimatum yet, you're going to love them. Echo in the Night by Ultimatum. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Just an echo in the night, calling out my name, you're out of time, breaking all the rules, you wanna fight with me, but I want you can take me away into the rhythm of the night, open up the heart into my life, breaking all the rules, you wanna fight with me, but I want you can take me away. I've been empty, I've been broken down, I've been calling, I've been saving, but no one's around. I know I've been losing grip within myself, I've come to slip. All the issues I've been fighting are all working out. My vision's blurry and I'm starting to see better now. I won't go down below, but then these walls are now my home. The games that you play with me, and I don't really appreciate it, yeah, baby, but I think that you should stay away from me from now on. Just an echo in the night, calling out my name, you're out of time, breaking all the rules, you wanna fight with me, but I want you to take me away to the rhythm of the night. Can you feel that? That's me. I'm stuck within this ever of eternity. I know that you need a lot of me.
Get my camera there. Absolutely wonderful, Cam.
Thank
Man,
you.
Great.
Hashtag usual from you guys.
Thank you, brother.
I'll go ladies first. Zoe, what was your thoughts on that wonderful track? Zoe and then Mr. Andrews. Oh, you're muted there, Zoe. You're muted. So I've just asked you to unmute. Maybe pop up again there. Let's go Steve and then Zoe. You'll be unmute by that time. Steve, what's your thoughts? And then we'll unmute Zoe if you
Well,
can.
I thought, you had like a really great sound there, and a band that I was thinking of, because I often try to think, what does something remind me of? I was thinking of Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Maybe, you can't get much better of a recommendation than that.
That's a great reference. Yeah.
And
Oh,
great
wow.
sound. You rock.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that because like I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan. Like
Are you?
all
Okay.
of the like Lindsey Buckingham, all of the like all of the English guitar players before him, and that's amazing that you picked that out. Thank you. That's a huge compliment.
Oh, you're welcome. I think it shows.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. All I can say is, Zoe, is maybe you should leave and come back and see if the settings are actually changed when you do that. Let's go Mark, then Tim, Mr. Alloway. Mark?
I could tell that you guys have been playing together. I mean, it was a pretty sweet sound. It was really, really tight. I like the Fleetwood Mac reference. Great vocals in that thing. It was fantastic. What a great production that was. I loved it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Well said, well said. Tim, and then Tom, then Jack.
Yeah, Cam, first off, great guitar playing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I really enjoyed it. Of course, that's the first I'm going to look at anyway, whenever I hear a song, is what the guitar is doing. But the song was great. Good continuity, good flow with all of the instruments and all of you guys together. It was just great. And I agree with Steve with the Fleetwood Mac. That definitely reminds me of them. So great job.
Wow. Thank you, Tim.
Well said, well said. Tom, and then Jack.
Well, I really liked the vocals in the lead guitar, the way it was coming in, and the way that you guys blended everything together. You didn't throw everything all at one time. And I was about ready to get Sherry up here and dance a little bit. I know that wife would like to see that, but
Awesome. Thank you.
I liked it. Great. Oh, and Sherry thinks your eyes are beautiful. So.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate all feedback.
Yeah, you're a very handsome chap there, aren't you, Cam?
Thank you.
Yeah, look at that smile you've got there, brother.
Thank you.
So Jack and then Justice and Mark, you're up next. The next guest is Mark. So
Great
Jack?
song. I found it very engaging, groovy. I love the vocals as well. And I think about the production side, it was very tight, really well recorded. So I feel that I want to listen again.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate that, brother.
Well said, well said. Justice over in Sierra Leone. What's your thoughts there, dude?
Yes, I would say the song is magical. I mean, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. Yeah, I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Justice.
Well said, well said. So Zoe, I think that's you back in now. I think you're under the one profile, so that should be cool. Cam, how do people find you, dude? Have you got a website, or what's the easiest way to find you?
Yeah, the best way to get in contact with us is just through our ultimatum because we monitor that daily. So it's exactly how it's spelt in my title there. So or we have ultimatum.com as well. Honestly, any social media platform. And we're available on all Spotify, Apple Music, all the different TuneCore platforms as well. So
Nice
happy
one.
to connect with anyone at any time. We always love hearing the feedback. So
Absolutely. And also we've got a comment. Zoe, what was your thoughts here? Because you're connected now. Zoe, what's your thoughts?
I am. I'm so
Yay.
glad you can hear me finally.
Yeah, we can
I
hear you.
love the song. I was rocking along. I really loved the guitars and I really felt like it gave me such a great vibes, I felt like I want to be in my car listening to the music and just have it on repeat. I really enjoyed it.
awesome. Thank you, Zoe.
Me too. You should check out the rest of the stuff on Spotify. Just brilliant. So Ultimatum, everyone. Until the next time, Cam. One love,
Awesome.
brother.
Thank you for having us back. Appreciate you
Pleasure,
guys.
dude. You know, we do a show on a Saturday with 20 artists, and it's for family members only. So the Saturday show is like 11 Eastern. So that's every Saturday as well. So that's maybe better for you. But
Yeah.
Cam and Ultimatum this time. One
Thank
love.
you. Thanks.
Cheers.
Done.
Coming up next from Minnesota, we've got Mark Allewine. I hope I'm saying your name right. You could correct me if I'm
Ayla
not.
wine, but close enough.
Allewine.
Yeah.
Could you explain who you are as an artist and what's your story behind your song Enough? Why did you write that?
Well, I am I'm a retired worship pastor, and I write and release music. Since 2020, I've been releasing music filled with hope and help for whoever will listen. And so I'm a Jesus guy. This is my logo right here, and I got the tattoo as well. Got the hat, but I thought maybe that would be a little bit too much flagging there, so I put the hat on backwards. But I write Jesus filled music with hope and help. I don't have a band per se. I write I play much of the instruments right here. If I can't play them physically, I'll play them via MIDI, but I also have some folks across the country that are better than me on electric guitar, let's say, or bass, but I can do those instruments if I need to. And I do everything right here in my studio. We believe here that music makes stuff stick. So we want the good stuff to stick.
Absolutely, Mark. You know, you're in the right place here. We'll speak to you about many things you just said there. You saw me and Tim double thumbs up. I put the white hat on because you said that, you know, and I was going to save that for Tim's little surprise later on, because Tim used to be like a Christian like church leader and all the rest of it. So, and he's the global director of this family. So God first, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen.
Yeah. Anyway, Mark Allewine with Enough. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy with lyrics so you can sing along.
The enemy says that choice is no big deal. Just do what you want, do what you feel. He says there's nothing you can do or say that can change this world anyway. And he says what a waste of time it is to pray. He says what a waste of time it is to pray. Then God reminds me of who I am. I say enough is enough. You say turn to you, not to myself. I will reach for you for all my help, because you are enough. It's a different day, but the same old stuff. The enemy tells me that you're not enough. He says I need this or that or anything but you. He pretties up his words, but I know it's a bruise. And then he just starts it all again. Then he just starts it all again. But God reminds me of who I am. I say enough is enough. You say turn to you, not to myself. I will reach for you for all my help, because you are enough. I'll lift my head up, I'll put my armor on, I'll join the battle. We'll be singing your song of your greatness and your victory of your redemption for the world to see. Yes, I say enough is enough. You say turn to you, not to my are enough. I will reach for you for all my help, because you are enough. Because you are enough.
Oh, brilliant, dude. Absolutely awesome. Sorry for my
Thank
cat
you.
to do that sometimes nowadays. Just wonderful, wonderful. I want to
Thank
start off with Tim Consley and then Justice Taronka. And Justice, I'm going to feature your track New Solomon tonight as well. I know you've been on before with it, but I'm going to feature again just because there's an extra space tonight. So Tim Consley, meet Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Thank you, Tim.
And what you call a Jesus freak.
Yeah. Right on. Right on.
So, yeah, and I've been a worship pastor for 25 years. I don't do it anymore, but I used to be. I've done it for a long time.
Very cool.
And it's funny that you're on here tonight. Usually everything I feature is blues rock music because that's what I do. But about once a year, I put out a Christian album, and I told Sparky, I said, I'm going to do something different tonight. And I'm going to feature one of my songs off of the Christian album that I did. And it
Awesome.
just so happens that you're here tonight. So it's great. I thought the song was awesome, dude. I mean, the lyrics, oh, they just touched my heart and spirit. I loved it. The music was great. Your voice was great. I mean, there's no critiquing that song. That's just flat out uplifting to anybody who listens to it.
Thank you
Great
so
job.
much, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well said, dude. Well said. Justice and Sierra Leone. And just so you know, the next three guests in order are Tom and then Zoe and then Jack. So just so you know the next order, if that's okay. Justice, what's your thoughts? I know that you're a nice godly man as well, brother. What's your thoughts, sir, dude?
Yeah, I just want to say, I mean, the song is great. Like it's touched the heart. I mean, being a gospel song, you know, it once makes me like, I mean, I just feel like going to church now and pray. But all the same, the song is great, man. The lyrics are good. Yeah,
Thank
I
you
mean,
so
you're
much,
doing a good
Justice.
job.
Thank you, Justice. I appreciate that.
Well said, dude. Cam and then Zoe and then Jack. Because Tom, you're up next. You can go the last compliment here. So Cam, Zoe, Jack, then Steve. Cam?
Sure. Yeah, Mark, I thought it was, obviously a very positive song, right? And the music represented that really well. Like the music married well with the vocal content. And, I know I'm a little biased, but I love the guitar lines that were kind of interwoven into the, with the vocals, because there was a little bit of a competition going on, which was really, really nice. So I thought it was, very well executed, very positive. So put me in a really good headspace for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Cam. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Dito. Be good to listen to it again, eh, Cam? Zoe, Jack, then Steve.
Well, what can I say? I really felt the music in my heart. It was uplifting me, and I have to tell you, I had a bad day today. And so listening to something so positive was just the thing for me. And I like your voice. And I also want to say, I really like the visual that you had, like this lyric video is awesome, wonderful. And I really appreciate love this song. Thank you so much for the uplift.
Thank you, Zoe. I appreciate that.
Well said. Jack, then Steve, then Tom.
Oh, Mark, I think it's a nice one, I should say. I enjoy the lyrics, the singing, the harmonies, and how the chorus opens up, I should say, and also the change of tune at the very end of the song. It was really nice.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Well said. Mr. Andrews in Portugal, then Tom Nelson in Nashville, Tennessee.
Mark, like everybody else has said, it was a great song. Your vocals were really clear, great vocals, great lyrics, great music, behind it and arrangement. And something that I also wanted to say is that Enough is Enough has been trending on Twitter. And I think so many people are basically thinking that they've had enough of all the problems and, the troubles going down in the world. So, it's topical as well. Great song.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, Steve.
You're welcome.
Well said, dude. Mr. Nelson.
Well, I just love Jesus. I think that's, we can never get enough of that right there.
I love it.
A lot of times people are afraid to say Jesus. I don't know what's the problem with that, you know. But anyway, I really love the song. You have a very a warmth to your voice. And I think that's because you believe everything that you're saying, you know, and it really comes across. Also, at the end where you modulated, I thought that was very cool, very nice, very tasty. And what else did I put down here? Oh, I do like the way you displayed the words, you know. So many times we get caught up in the rhythm of something, we forget about what the poet and the artist is saying. And you had a lot to say there. And yeah, I loved it.
I appreciate that so much, Tom. Thank you.
Well said.
Thank all of you. I appreciate that.
Oh, Mark, awesome. And I'll say this, if I don't say it to everyone, it goes out to everyone, all the new people. You're all welcome to make this show your home and come and get all your tracks featured. It actually comes with an article that I'll hand deliver you in the next couple of days for your personalised section. And, you know, it's Cam's a member, Tom's a member, Justice a member, Steve's a member, Tim's a member. So there's, you know, it's a very, very good place. It's going places. So anyway, Mr. Mark Aylwine, until the next time, brother.
Thank you so much. I'm going to step out real quick and I'll come right back. So I'll be right
Nice
back.
one, dude. No
Thank you.
problem. Coming up next from Nashville, Tennessee, we've got Tom Nelson, the return of Tom Nelson. Could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song, No Good for My Heart?
I hope that doesn't scare everybody. But I'm not talking about my wife on that song either, by the way. She's very good for my heart. You know, so well, I'm right here in Nashville. I'm looking for the sun. We haven't seen the sun here for about 3 or 4 days, but we got a lot of music, having a good time here. I'm working on, I think last time I mentioned this, I'm working on a stage show called An Evening with Elvis, Pat, and Ricky. And it's just those 3 artists I grew up with. And so we're putting it together. And I'm looking for some financial backing too, because it's going to be a little bigger than I thought because of the movie, Elvis the movie. So that was pretty awesome. Now this song here, I had a trio when I did this, and it was called the Greg Willett Trio. And Greg was a very well-known musician, piano player. And him and I have worked a lot on different songs that I have on my website, tomnelsonmusic.com. And you can go on there and check out some of my stuff. I had some records out a few years ago, and I got those on there. And but this particular song, it was something that came to me from somebody that I knew, and they were having a problem in a relationship. Of course, nobody ever has a problem in a relationship, but they made a comment and they said, "Yeah, this is killing my heart, you know, and everything, but I still love her, you know, or I still love him, being whatever it is." But so I heard the music, then I put the words to it, and it's a kind of a short song, but I hope you like it.
Oh, Tom, you're absolutely magnificent. Tom Nelson with No Good for My Heart. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody, this is Tom Nelson. I'm here today with the Greg Willett Trio. We're going to do a few songs for you. We're going to start out with a song that I wrote called Still Love Ya, but You're No Good for My Heart. I know I love you so, don't want to let you go, but I know you're no good for my heart. We always seem to cry, and I just don't know why, but I know you're no good for my heart. I know that I will love you till the day I die, as sure as the stars above you. I just don't know the reason why. I know I love you so, don't wanna let you go, but I know you're no good for my heart. I know you're no good for my heart. I know you're no good for my heart. Still love you, still love you, still love you, still love you.
Just a little teaser of a very, very talented man. And I'm honoured to have you in the family, Tom. I love you to bits, dude. You've already told us what's the best way of getting a hold of you, Tom, and then we'll go Steve and then Tim. Our next guest is you can speak last this time. Sorry, Tom. What's the best way to get a hold of you, Mr. Nelson?
Well, you just go on my website. It's tomnelsonmusic.com. And there's a big red YouTube thing there. You can hit the red YouTube and it'll take you directly to some of my work on the YouTube and everything like that. And if you're just going to go straight to YouTube, just go Tom Nelson Music. And that should take you there.
Nice one, dude. Nice one. So now time for the round robin or whatever we call it. Let's go Steve and then Tim.
Tom, I think you got a really great song there. You know, your vocals are great, really clear. Your band is really tight, and it all just sounds professional. Really good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice one. Tim and then Mark.
Yeah, I really like the groove in that song. Very, very good. But your vocals were great. The music, the words in it was really good. The band sounded good. I mean, that was just top notch, Tom. Real good, real good.
Thanks, Tim.
Well said, well said. Mark and then Justice.
Tom, I love how you put the song together. I love how you started it with just your vocal and your guitar, and then the other instruments came in all together there. I mean, that was really tight. We had the pleasure of not only hearing you, but seeing you. You're a great showman as well. And so that matters for a live performance. That really, really does matter. And I love your voice. I loved everything about this song, but especially how tight the band was together. I mean, it was brilliant.
Well, thank you so much. You know, that band, we hadn't had a chance to rehearse at all. So we just kind of got the instruments in the room and everything like that and said, okay, guys, let's do this song, and handed out some music, and everything just came together. So the great musicians on that. And by the way, you said you want to come to Nashville. We got plenty of room here.
Oh, you're very kind. I might take you up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Just as the way, Cam, Jack, and then Zoe. Cam?
Yeah, no, excellent, Tom. I loved everything about it. I thought that it was very relatable. Like the subject matter of the song, it was a credit for whatever reason. The marriage of the music and what you were saying was, you know, I definitely felt that, right? And I think everyone can say that they felt that, you know, at some point or multiple points in time in their life, right? So, and it was just fun to watch. I love watching the live perform, and it was really well executed. Like the way that it was shot, and the musicianship was excellent as well. So awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said, Cam. Jack, you're muted there though. Jack, if you can unmute yourself. And then Zoe, you're also the next guest, Zoe. Mr. Adamant.
Tom, should I go first?
Yeah, man, please.
Tom, I must say, I really appreciate the live performance. Very tight. Great vocals out there. And I love the piano when he came in, and the arrangement overall. Really great.
Thank you.
I'd love to see you live, Tom. Zoe, what's your thoughts there before we get to your section, dear?
I just love the performance. I have to say, you're so cool. I love a good live performance, and you're like a real showman. You grew like the groove of the band. It was tight. Like I had a great time watching and listening. Of course, the subject is a hard one, you know, and but it was. I think like you turned like this kind of a hard subject into something still fun. And I'm your fan now. I mean, I would be like dancing in front of your stage. You're super cool.
Wow. Thank you.
I mean it.
And we all can't wait to see what you actually come up with Sherry, and make sure you get a video of it and we'll feature it and stuff, you know. So Tom Nelson, until the next time, brother, every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday are this type of podcast, and the open mics on a Sunday, you have to come and play live for us one Sunday. That's at 4 p.m. UK time. So,
All right.
And Tom,
whenever you're
how do we get a hold of you, Tom?
Yeah.
Just TomNelsonMusic.com. And there's a place there where you can contact me. It's got my phone number and address and all the stuff there. So just keep scrolling down. It's kind of extensive, you know, but yeah, I would love to hear from anybody, you know.
Great.
I get lonesome sometimes. Jerry leaves, you know, I don't know what to do.
Great
you know,
stuff.
Tom Nelson, everybody, till the next time, brother. Till the next time. So just before we get to Zoe, Mark, just so you know, at the bottom of everyone's articles, I'll have all your pictures there, and there'll all be clickable links to one of your social medias, so you can find each other really easy as soon as you get your article back to you, even if you don't already find them. Because so if you have another device, you could be adding each other all now if you wanted to, you know. So anyway, coming up next, the wonderful Zoe Maza. She's in Germany. Could you introduce yourself, Zoe, and tell us why you wrote the song Black Girl Magic?
Well, my name is Zoe Maza. I'm living in Munich, Germany, and I'm a reggae musician. I do have a band in Portugal. I know we have somebody from Portugal here, there, and we play live basically all over the world. And well, I wrote the song Black Girl Magic as part of my 4th studio album right now. And somehow I felt like, you know, it's like, when I'm out there, I see young people, and there was something I wanted to tell them, like, protect your magic, young girls, especially young Black girls, especially here in Germany, do have a lot of problems with discrimination and racism. So I felt like they have something special. So keep it protected. And I felt like I almost had like a motherly feeling, or I felt like if I could tell this to my younger self, this is what I would say. And I hope you like the song.
Oh, everyone will love it. Zoe Maza with Black Girl Magic. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
She's a real queen. See how she's walking, a vision, a dream. She's a star passing by. She's a real queen. See how she's walking like you've never seen. Passing by, and in her eyes you see a hunger for life that she just cannot hide. See a queen walking, naturally elegant, and it seems like she is smiling, feeling all eyes on her as she's passing by. Her head up high, her skin is glowing, and everybody wants to know her name. My brown skin girl, you have it all. Take care of you and your black girl magic. She's a real queen. See how she's walking, a vision, a dream. Passing by, she's a real queen. See how she's walking like you've never seen. She's a star passing by, and in her eyes you see a hunger for life that she just cannot hide. There is something about her, and in the way she's moving, that makes you wanna wish her well, protect her from all evil. Her liquor smile and lips of roses, and everybody wants to know her name. My black-skinned girl, you have it all. Take care of you and your black girl magic. She's a real queen. See how she's walking, a vision, a dream. Passing by, she's a real queen. See how she's walking like you've never seen. She's a queen. Passing by, take good care, my girl. Take good care and protect ya. Black girl magic.
Oh my.
Lovely. Wonderful track, Zoe. Wonderful. So
Thank
our
you.
next guest is Jack. So you can comment last, Jack, if that's okay. So let's start at the top. We'll go Mark and then Steve. Mark?
Oh my goodness, Zoe. That is so much my jam. Had a little bit of an island feel to it. The vocals, I want more. Give me more. I could listen to you all day long. That was just amazing. Way to go.
I thank you so much. Like,
That was
thank
so
you so
good.
much. It's really it's a new experience for me to like get a direct feedback like this from other musicians, and I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, right on.
Well, see, if I'm honest, this is a very small show. Sometimes we've got 25 people and stuff like that here. So, but the smaller it is, the more intimate it is, the more closer people become. I've noticed. So I don't invite every day or beg to other people to come. We've got about 12 co-hosts that can come to whatever shows they can. Steve's one, Tim's one. Many people are able to do it. Justice just come tonight to support, and it turns out they're all going to be featured anyway. So let's go Steve and then Tom and then Cam. So Steve.
Zoe, I was so impressed with that song. Fantastic voice, wonderful, just music, all of it. It just all worked so well. And just a fantastic job.
Thank you so much. And we recorded everything in Portugal. I'm always recording in Porto.
Oh, that's amazing. And like Porto is one of my favorite cities.
Yes.
It's amazing there. And that's just great that you recorded all this over here in Portugal. That's amazing.
Yes. I thank you. Thank you for your wonderful feedback. I appreciate that a lot.
Well said. Well said. Tom?
Wow, Zoe, I just loved your voice and everything. Sherry jumped up and gave you a thumbs up. She doesn't give me a lot of thumbs up. So I am your fan now. So you, but it has
Thank
that.
you.
It has that. You're welcome. Has that cabaret feel. Like I could hear that on the Babylon soundtrack. I don't know if you.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then at the end with the horn, I thought, I don't know who the horn player was, but nice feel to it, nice licks. And I just thought it was great. And I liked her album cover. Everything is just great. Just keep doing that.
Thank you so much. Yes, I keep doing it. It's a part of my album we're releasing in April. And I'm so excited. Yes. And I like the horns myself too. The arrangements, I think, is like, it's very special. And that you said cabaret, because this was the first feel I had. I was imagining like having this like black dress on, and standing there like very elegant. So you got it totally. Thank you.
Thank you.
Said Cam and then Tim.
Yeah, awesome job, Zoe. I'll definitely be I know Mark was holding up his phone. It looks like he's downloading it. So I'll be doing the same. I'll be checking out more of the catalog for sure, because that was excellent. Everything about it was amazing. The production, the way it was layered, it was very well done. Very well done.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Well said. Tim, and then Justice, if you can chat. Tim?
Yeah, Tom took the words right out of my mouth. Cabaret, that's exactly what I was thinking. A dark cabaret, and really almost the only light on is that great big spotlight just on you, and you being dressed to the nines and singing that song. It was an awesome song. Your voice is so amazing, and I love that. It has kind of an island, kind of a jazz combo feel to it, and I just absolutely loved it. It was great. All of it was top notch. Good job.
I thank you so much. Now I will forever sing it, imagining myself standing in a cabaret.
Well said. Justice and Sierra Leone, and then Jack in Sweden.
Yeah, Zoe, there is a lot of potentiality in that voice of yours. I mean, you are so good. I mean, everything is perfect, and I love the song. Keep doing it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well said, brother. Jack, what's your thoughts here before we get to your section?
Zoe, I should say that I loved it. It gave me such a good vibes, positive vibes. I loved the voice, and it was groovy. I couldn't stay still. I felt that I wanted to move. I wanted to dance.
Yeah. That's exactly what I want. People have a good feel and a good vibes from it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
Well said, well said. So Zoe, we hope you can make this place your home and come back and get all your tracks featured. And you know, there's hundreds of people in our music family already. It's just the sooner you meet them all, the better. Tim and Steve are meeting tons of them because they come to all the shows, and 9 out of 10 they come. So Zoe Maza, until the next time. Cheers, dear. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, pleasure. So coming up next from Sweden, Mr. Jack Adamant. Could you introduce yourself, Jack, and the story behind your song, You First? Why did you write that?
Oh, long short story. I'm from Italy actually, but I've been living in Sweden for 11 years now. And here I write and record most of my songs. The song You First comes from the pandemic, the time we were stuck home, couldn't do much, just everything changed. And yeah, we just hope that everything will be over soon and we could go back to our normal lives and to meet our friends, our loved ones. And actually was the meaning of the song, finally meeting your best mate, your partner, and talking to them. And there where I feel that I'm always the one that I want to go first, I will be there listening, say, no, you guys, you talk first. I'll just be here and listen to you guys. So that was the meaning of the song, You First.
Nice one, dude, honestly. Well, let's get acquainted if you're not already. Jack Adamant with You First. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
If only had the chance to light the both of us to see I'm this far from the dark. Remember this won't be forever. Everything will feel like a dream. Goodbye is something that means a lot more. Just for who decide to still care. Welcome back, now you can let your eyes rest before seeing the light. Wish I could find what there is behind these thoughts we kept so tight. Unveil the curtain, walk like only you can do. Here's the soul morning left to be saved. Does it feel
short and sweet, just like Tom's track, but absolutely awesome. Love
Yeah.
terrible signal there. Magnificent, Jack. Honestly, I'll ask you first. Do you have a website? Is there? I mean, how would people get a hold of you? And Zoe, maybe you could plug your website as well, because we forgot to ask you, dear. But Jack, how do people get a hold of you? What's the easiest way?
There's a website called jackadamant.com. There's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok too. I should say the song is from my latest record, Obscure Places and Cupboards, and it's been produced by me and my drummer, Jed.
Nice one, dude. Nice one. So I've got a dog barking there. I don't know if you heard it. So Steve, you're the next guest. So let's go ladies first. Zoe, you can also introduce your website here, because you've never done it before if you've got one. Zoe, and then Tim, and then Cam.
I have to say, first of all, maximum respect for this wonderful piece of music. I mean, that you wrote this from this pandemic time. I think you really released a lot of energy, and I felt this. And I love this part when you reduce all the instrument, where like just the drums start to kick, because your drum sound is on point. And I listen a lot to drums, you know. So I really liked it. Great energy, very energetic, and I also like the visual. And I do have a website. It's zoemasa.com, and the best to reach me is on Instagram. I'm an Instagram woman, like Zoe Masa Music on Instagram. So come and follow me and we chat.
Nice one, nice one.
Cheers,
Tim?
Zoe. Very appreciate it.
Well said. Sorry, Tim, Cam, and then Tom. So Tim.
Yeah, Jack, I thought the music was great. It was just jamming. I liked everything about it. The drive of the song. I liked the words in it. It was just all really good. Good job.
Thanks a lot.
Well said. Cam, Tom, and then Mark.
Yeah, I agree, Jack. I like the dynamics in it. Like, I like the start stop where you think the song is going to kind of end and then it kicks back up. I always look for that, especially in songwriting, just the different dynamics, and then obviously relatable topic. And the video was really cool how it matched the music, and I love the punk influence that was backing it as well. Who are some of your influences, if you don't mind me asking?
Many, I think Dinosaur Jr., Superchunk, but also there is Smash Pumpkins, Nirvana, Always, and The Cure.
Awesome. Oh, nice. Great.
Thanks for your kind words, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely.
All great bands. Great question, Cam. Tom, Mark, and then Steve, who's also our next guest. Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, Jack, good job, man. Good job. I'm with Zoe. That's kind of a tough topic. And here you got that punk feel to it. And I mean, so much energy. I thought it was just great. And I don't know, it's a real tough topic. And I like the way you just took it to another level, and it brings more people, it brings people together that might not think, well, you know what, I don't want to hear this old song. It's a downer. No, this is good. This is good. It gets people's attention.
Well
Thank you
said.
so much, Tom.
Well said.
Thank you.
Mark, and then Steve.
So, Jack, what I love, first of all, is I love songwriters who look around and write with what's going on. That's my big thing, is I like to look around and see what's going on and write about what's happening. So you took a negative thing, you put some fun music to it, some fabulous vocals. That's a great video too. I mean, that's just fantastic. And then you sung something like Tom was saying, that's hard to sing about, and you made it fun to listen to. And not only fun, but a fantastic production. It's something that I would put on again. And so way to go. Hats off, but I'm gonna leave it on. But hats off to you.
Cheers, Mark. Cheers. Very appreciate
Well
it.
said, dude. Mr. Andrews.
Well, Jack, I just thought the overall energy of the song was fantastic, and the sound. I loved the sound, and the video worked well. There was like something different kind of going on in the video. So all of it was just a wonderful job.
Thank you,
Well
Stevie.
Well
You're
said. So Jack, well, due to what I said to everyone else, you know, make this place your home day, come and feature all your tracks. And until the next time, we'll be in touch soon with your article and stuff. Jack, Adamant, everybody. Thank you, bro. Cheers,
Cheers,
Dave.
everyone.
Nice one. So coming up next, we've got us. We're going to share a Spotify track this time, so it'll be great audio. There's no video. Mr. Andrews has got amazing videos, but for this track, Steve, could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song "Living Book," please?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Sparky. Yeah, well, my name's Steve Andrews, as you can actually see. I'm from Wales originally, Cardiff. I live in Portugal now. This song is from my album, Songs of the Now and Then, and I have got like other videos, but we've more or less played all the videos I've got on these podcasts. So this is a song, you know, it's just a song basically. And the song is called Living Book. It's about, my idea is that we're all living books because we've all got a story to tell, and the story keeps going. You know, there's something happening in our lives all the time. We've all got experiences. We've all been through good times, bad times. So we are living books. And the other thing that the song Living Books is about honesty between people and about how we can read people. How well can we read people? You know, like, you know, we put on like social faces, masks, you know, and that's a shame because then we're not being honest. And the more honest we can all be with each other, the better a world it will be. So it's about that as well. Living books. Oh, and one more thing, which is really important. It features my friend, Mab Jones. She's a poet. And so she's doing some vocals on it as well.
Nice one, Steve. I mean, every song you write for a wonderful reason. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Andrews of Living Book. Let's go.
What's been written and spoken has been misheard and misread. When you try to help and love and show, they only hurt your head. Shall I say I'm loyal? Shall I say I'm true? Will you tell me something different? Will I ever see through you? I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'm transparent, but no ghost. I am no angel or demon, just your host. Will you answer my questions? Could you hazard a guess? If I told you that I loved you, will it leave you in a mess? I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. I'll read you too. We put on smiles and changing faces. How absurd are social graces. We put on smiles and social graces. How absurd are changing faces, social graces. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. I am a living book. Read me. So are you. Take a look. I'll read you too. 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 I'll read you too.
Oh, beautiful. You did absolutely awesome, man. Love it.
Thank you, Sparky.
So I'm going to say Steve Andrews' website is steveandrews.info, ladies and gentlemen. And whatever else you want to plug, Steve, on you go. There you go. He's got his little,
There it is.
yeah. steveandrews.info. Check him out. He's a wonderful individual. If you can accomplish half the stuff this man's done in his life, by the time, you know, like you'll be doing great, Steve. You're honored to know you. Let's start with a very close friend of yours. We'll go Tim, and then Zoe, and then Tom. Tim?
Yeah, Steve. That's one I hadn't heard before, and I really, really enjoyed it. I liked what you're talking about. We are a living book. Read me, and I'll read you. You know, and that's the way it should be. That's the way society should be. More open, honest, real, authentic, and none of this put on air. Great song, Steve. Really good.
Thank you, Tim. That's what I'm trying to express. You know, we need transparency, we need honesty. You know, everybody around the world they've just had enough, which came up earlier. Like, you know, we've had enough of all the lies and the corruption and the politicians that lie and all this. It just goes on and on. We need honesty between people. That's what it's about.
Yes.
And that's what love is about as well, about honesty between people.
Right. Great.
So, thank you.
Well said. Zoe, and then Tom.
You totally got me with the lyrics. I was so drawn in and I really felt this deeply. And I absolutely agree that this is what we need. And as I'm a person that I read a lot, my family would say I'm addicted to books. I love to feel myself as a living book. And I'm pretty much working on exactly what you're saying, to be open. So I think it's not only a brilliant song, it's an important song. And I thank you for sharing it with the world.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Zoe.
Tom, Mark, and then Cam.
Steve, I tell you, you know, I just really like, you know, I like the way that you approach these songs, and I loved your intro going into the song with what it's about and the clarity of your voice. I had a mentor that just told me, you know, like, look, forget about you saying so much, just forget about, are you hitting the notes, this, that. If you haven't done it by now, you got a problem. But you get right into it, the clarity of your voice. I like the sound of your voice and love the message, and right on. I mean, you're very, very talented, very talented.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Well said. Mark?
Well, I think Tim used the word authentic. That's what I got from that. Fabulous voice. I just got to say, there's no judgment in this at all. I wasn't expecting that voice. That was amazing. It was your vibrato is so smooth, Steve. It's really special. Great voice, fabulous production. I'm a follower now on Spotify. And I just have to know why the green beard. I love it, but why?
Thank you, Mark. The green beard, it originated in the year of 2004 when I was in a festival called the Green Man Festival in Wales. And at the time I had just like a little goatee beard, but I thought and look, I'm gray, you know, my beard was gray, my hair's gray. I thought if I put some green dye on my beard, that'll be fitting for the Green Man Festival. And
Well,
it went
it's
down
perfect.
so well. Yeah, that's me. But
I
that was-
know you're easy to find.
That was in Britain's Got Talent. Anyway, I kept it, and it's grown over the years, as beards do.
Wow. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Well said. Cam, what's your thoughts there, bro?
Yeah, no, I actually, similar to what Mark said, I love the vocal. It wasn't what I expected either. It's hard to kind of, you know, but it was phenomenal. It was well done. I love even the artwork, the album art, and the title of the album too. I noticed it was very introspective and open for interpretation, right? You can kind of, once again, another really easily relatable song. You know, very clever too, very clever concept. I really enjoyed it. And I love the way it was orchestrated. You know, the music was phenomenal, but I was really paying attention to the vocal and what you were saying, and I thought it was very clever.
Thank you, Cam. And I must give a shout out at this point to Jace Lewis, who is my producer. This song and the others on the album were produced by Jace in his studios, Northstone Studios in Bridgend in Wales. And the other thing is that the album which you commented on, you like the title, basically what I was doing is I was recording or re-recording some of my old songs and some new songs. So it's songs of the now and songs of the then. And that was what that was about.
Well said, well said. Steve, my brother, love you to bits. Thanks for being a marvellous guest again. Until the next time, Steve Andrews. Wonderful,
Thank you,
wonderful.
Sparky. Thank you, everyone.
So Steve is guest 6. We've got Tim is coming up next. So Tim Consley, White Hat is for you tonight. Could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song, Where Do I Go? And then I want to play with the remainder of the time 3 tracks from family members, and they're not here, so they won't take long. If you don't want to stay for it, it's fine, but it's a 10-10 podcast, and I'm going to feature 10 songs. And they're amazing. They're Christian related, if that means anything. So godly, you know. So Tim Consley, could you introduce yourself and the story behind the song, Where Do I Go?
Yes, I'm Tim Consley. I am a musician. And on all of my recordings, I sing all of the vocals, play all of the instruments. I record it, mix it, master it right here in my little room where my wife sends me when I'm bad. Normally I play blues rock music, and that's what we feature a lot of on here of mine. But my roots were in, well, surf music and in gospel music. I mean, we were in church every time the doors were open, and my whole family sang. So we had solos, we had duets, we had trios, we had a quartet for a while. And so about a year, it's not about, it was a year ago, I released a Christian album instead of a blues rock album. And I call it a Christian multi-genre album because some of the songs, like this one, were a little more steeped in like gospel, but other songs were like really rocking out, but it was all Christian music. And so this song is called Where Do I Go? And basically just in life, when everything seems like it's failed and everything's falling apart for myself, where do I go but to the King? And that's what the song's about.
Beautiful, bro. Where Do I Go? By the one and only Tim Consley. Enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen.
But
Consley, bro. My favorite yet.
Yeah.
My favorite
awesome,
track yet.
Awesome.
Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to load up the 3 tracks, and one of them is actually going to make you smile from ear to ear, and I'm going to play it first, right? So let's start with the compliments with, I know that Mark will be desperate to say something. Say Mark, Tom, then Zoe. First, is that okay? Mark, Tom, and then Zoe. And I'm going to load up these other tracks.
Tim, wonderful voice. That was a great key. That was the perfect key for you. So as you were singing, that was just perfect. What a great tune. Amazing instrumentation there. I admire somebody that can play all those. That's absolutely fantastic. I love the message. I love the instrumental breaks that you had there in the middle, and then there towards the end where it started to sound like you were a little instrumental break, but then you put that retard on it for the ending, and absolutely wonderful. And I know a lot of people that will dig that tune. Is this you?
I cannot see it. Can somebody tell me if it's me?
Yeah, that's Tim. That's Tim.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's me. Yep, that's me.
definitely.
All right. So I've just
Yeah,
followed you as
See,
well.
That's me.
Yeah. Fantastic song. Thank you so much, man. That
Thank
was
you,
awesome.
Mark. I really appreciate it.
Well said. Well said. Tom?
Yeah, Tim, I tell you, your voice was way up there. I love that. Now, on the harmonies, was that you harmonizing?
Yes, that was me singing all of the harmonies and everything.
Well, I tell you,
The
what,
whole
that
thing was me.
Geez, I should hire you for my Elvis thing and all that stuff. You could be the Jordanaires just yourself, You're just great, Tim. That was such a lovely song, a lovely message. I'm just proud to be a member of this family with you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too, Tom.
Oh, brother. Well, nice said, man. Zoe and then Steve.
Well, I have to say that I am a choir girl, right? And I'm doing all my harmonies myself. So I was loving it. I was just loving it, because when the first time when the choir came, I was trying to figure if that is all you. And then I realized it must be all you. And well done. I loved it every time it came back. You totally got me. Like, I really love that, and so uplifting again. You really made my day, guys. I mean, it's beautiful, and the message is all. Thank you for sharing this with the world.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Nice, sweet. Steve, Cam, and then Jack.
Tim, I just thought that was simply a beautiful song. It was
Thank
just beautiful, and the vocals were all just great, and the music and everything, and the guitar. Like, normally I compliment you on your blues guitar, and this wasn't blues guitar. It was just guitar that fitted so well with that song. A beautiful song.
Thank you.
Did I hear a slide guitar in there?
No, there wasn't a slide guitar in there.
It kind of had that vibe to it.
Yeah, I just started playing slide guitar 2 weeks ago, and that song was put out a year ago.
Okay.
So
Cam and then Jack.
Yeah, no, awesome job, Tim. Very uplifting message, obviously, with the music. Once again, it worked really, really well. It was actually the music that was, in your voice. I think Tom mentioned, your voice was really up there as well, right? And it was really, really good. Really well done, brother, for sure.
thank you. Yeah, I had to tighten my belt up a couple of notches to hit some of those notes.
I bet. No, it was awesome though. Worked really well in the composition.
Thank you so much.
Well said, Mr. Adamant. Jack.
First of all, I want to say sorry to Stevie because I had to move from the previous place where I was. But I was listening to the song, and the song was spot on. It was really great. About Tim, lovely song, Tim. I love the guitar and the way you combine the guitar with the vocals. I really enjoyed it, and also here the vocals are right on, and it makes me feel I want to sing along with the lyrics overall. Yeah, really nice song.
Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said. Well said. So Tim Consley, my brother, I love you, dude. Absolutely awesome, eh? You're magnificent. Till the next time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the YouTube